family occasions is to actually read a eulogy. So I'm very, very glad today that it's actually not a eulogy that I'm reading. My dad is here. Sit here. I'm going to embarrass him.
I'm recording.
Someone else's news.
If my dad was going to start this speech, he would start it in one of two ways. If it was a formal occasion, and he's done this to me before, he would start with, unaccustomed as I am to public speaking. Well, of course, in my case, that's not possible. But at home, he would start it with,
Well.
not that this has been rehearsed. Some of you may know my dad as a grizzly bear. And I'm actually going to tell you a little bit about the other side of my dad, to show you that he's a bit of a teddy bear. As we grew up in the Miller family household, we learned that my dad had the most vivid and silly imagination. He would often have us giggling with stories about our teddy bears. He would talk about Teddy and Tinkle Tonks and Maxie and Nina Jessica, and they would go off and do all sorts of silly things. Now he tells stories to his 5 grandchildren about Silly Soldier and what he gets up to. But he does not limit his imagination to teddy bears. He also has imagination about inanimate household objects. And this is a story that my dad tends to wheel out at around about this time of year. It's the story of togs. So let me tell you about these togs.
Dogs.
As the weather changes and you actually put away your duvets, the nice 8.5 tog summer duvets, and get out the nice 13.5 tog winter duvets, you've got to think about these summer duvets and those togs that are in the duvets running around the duvet all night, keeping you lovely and warm. And after a summer of really hard work, they really deserve a rest, a holiday. Maybe in the summer tog should go off skiing in the winter. But wait a minute, there are 8.5 togs in the summer duvet, so what about that half tog? So Dad would often have us wondering, which half of the tog is it? Is it the top half of the tog and it has no legs? Is it the bottom half of the tog and it has no head? Or is it the left-hand side or the right-hand side? And how on earth does it cope with skiing? So from that point, the stories would develop on and on, and we would hear all about the mischief that the togs got up to on the ski slope. As you can imagine, my dad would quite often have us rolling around the floor with these stories. And he does have a very vivid imagination and is an extremely kind man, who I've had the privilege of having as my dad. He was not my dad at birth, but he chose to take us on when we were still very little. He was, and is, still a very brave man. So ladies and gentlemen, I hear lots of politicians sniggering. Ladies and gentlemen, Damen and Herren, can I first of all thank my mother for the fantastic spread she has put on today, and all the hard work she has done. And can I also thank each and every one of you, my best friend from Germany, the people that I grew up around, for coming and helping us celebrate my dad's 70th birthday. So can I ask you to raise your glasses in a toast to my dad. Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday. You can have the floor.
I can't see! I can't see one part.
Okay, thank you all for coming. It's so great that so many have come. And it's so great to see you here. And I must say, in this room, some of you maybe have spent more time in here and it's good for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Some of you may think it's a nice place to be, others may have different opinions. Well, thanks again. It's great to come here and see you all in this venue. And again, I would say thanks to Linda. It was one of the best things I ever did was marry Linda, and this today tells me one of the reasons why it was. So thanks again. If you excuse me, there are one or two people, I've said a few words in German, bear with me. So, vielen Dank für unsere Freunde aus Deutschland, die die große Mühe gemacht haben, hierher zu kommen. Lange Reise, nur für heute. Und vielen Dank zu kommen. Es ist bei mir eine große Überraschung. Und ich hoffe, dass mein Zu sagen, dass vielen Dank und ich hoffe auch, das ist nicht der erste und letzte, this is the erste, aber nicht der letzte Besuch bei uns. All I said was that thanks for coming, and it's great to see our friends from Germany who have been promised us for 30 years to come. It's great to actually arrive. 30 years isn't long. And I was just saying, I hope it isn't the last time we come and see us. Thanks again. Thanks.